Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Slabbed Crusade. My name's James, and I basically run Slabbed Crusaders. Got another box here to go through. Looking back at that previous video, went on a little bit too long, so I'm going to try and wrap through this a lot quicker in order to try and get through as many of these as I can today. So, I'm also going to be updating part of stuff on my end. So if you see me leaning towards camera, that's what I'm doing there. It just saves me having to go through everything 2 or 3 times. First comic we have up then is Wonder Woman 800. And this is the Daniel Sampera cover. Again, apologies if I am brutalizing people's names. I'm not great with them. But first cover up, first comic up, 98, Wonder Woman 800. A lot of this box is going to be 98s. I already know all the results anyway, as most of you do because I send out those results emails. But a lot of them will be the same comic as well, so I'll try and rattle through them quickly. Up next we have another Wonder Woman 800. Same cover, 98 again. The only issue with this one is, so that is basically top that is not sealed properly, so I will be sending that back to CGC to be fixed. Again, absolutely blows my mind that that goes through a quality control in America, and then before it's sent to me now it goes through quality control in the London office, and I don't know really how they think that passes okay. So up next then we have Edge Spider-Verse issue 3, Roberto Ramos cover. And again, anytime I've got these slabs in my hand, I'm always checking the top one for that. This one is nice and sealed. If I didn't mention before, it got that 98 grade. And it's basically ready to be stacked or shipped. Up next then, we have Star Wars Darth Vader Black, White and Red, issue number 3, and this is a Mike Del Mundo cover. Quite nice cover, 98, and slab, all nice and sealed. Looks good. So one thing I've noticed with the past few batches that I've got back, Newton rings seem to be virtually non-existent on slabs. Not too sure why or what they've done to change it. You maybe get the very small wee bit, but I remember about a year ago I was getting ones that were just completely plastered in them. So it's good that they seem to have fixed that issue. Up next then we have Void Arrivals, and that all seems fine. Top is nice and sealed. So there we go, that's Void Rivals. Okay. And if I didn't mention, and if you didn't see, again, a 98. So, up next, this is quite a nice cover, quite an expensive comic. This is one that a ratio, Extreme Venomverse 4, the Okazaki cover. Not too sure if I said that correct, but this is one that again I threw up on the Facebook group. I think at quite a nice price, and again I did state I think it was 98. Now with ratios, I'll never offer a 98 guarantee on them. To be honest, I can't basically offer it on them. They're just too hard to get in 98 quality. But if you do see them, put it up in the group, and I'll let you know if I think it is. If you've seen the last video, there was a 1 in 100 that I put up that I thought was 98, and I told everybody it was. This is the exact same. Everything nice about the slabs. This will be one happy customer for it. I don't even think for this one I had a lot. I don't think I had many orders for Extreme Venomverse number 4. I just seen what this cover was, and I liked it. I was personally going to keep it for myself, and but because it was such good quality, I thought I might as well just offer it out. If it had been a few nicks here or there, it was definitely just going into my own personal collection. But trying to go to the store, so I'm going to offer out ratios at very nice prices, I think. Generally what I tend to do is look at eBay, look at what's the cheapest. Most of them always tend to be buy 5 get 25% off, so that I then undercut that as much as I can, and from there I sort of work out my pricing. So this one up next then is, I believe, the only 9.6 from the entire lot here. It's the Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos, issue 1, Nick Robles cover. Everything looks fine with it. The only issue was it got that 9.6. So just marking it down that it passed my inspection. And again, I don't know if anybody works with spreadsheets or anything, but it is true. It's like it's one I want to show off to everybody, but I'm not going to. When I've built this all, I've got a whole new setup with it now where as soon as it passed inspection, it then automatically creates emails for me. Instead of me spending hours upon hours trying to collate them all. This one then we have Edge Spider-Verse 3 Ramos variant. Again, everything looks fine with it. No issues that I can see. And the top is closed on it as well. As said in the previous video, on our first video, I'll not be giving out or saying whose this is or who this owns this one or what this is. My eventual plan is that I'll say if it's a Slabbed Crusade or fucking Slabbed option, to give you an idea of the success rate, and eventually start to bring in a live chat. So if it is yours, you can always ask and I'll be able to know because I'll have it up on the screen beside me. Up next we have a very, very nice Scotty Young cover of Incredible Hulk #1. And I do believe this is actually the nicest slab I have seen in quite a long time. There definitely needs to be a grading company brought out to grade slabs. No, never. Please never bring that out. But this one is pristine in every sense of the way. And again, that 98. So I actually have one of them for the PC as well. It's one thing I've found when running a comic store. It's very hard to not just go, I want to keep that, want to keep that, want to keep that, want to keep that. Very, very difficult. Up next then we have Amazing Spider-Man 29. We have the Disney variant. Probably from this batch of 3 that was released, this is probably my favourite one of the 3. So it's of the 3 female characters from Disney. And this one, the Captain Marvel homage, is probably my favourite out of the lot. So again, everything fine with that one. I need to get into the routine of doing this while this slab is on display instead of you just looking at my leaning forward with a blank background. I think the next few will all be the same comic, so is Spider-Man 29, Disney variant, and again, just double checking everything. Everything looks fine. This one has a small tiny crack in it, but from me trying to get these fixed before, I sort of have a good idea of what CGC will fix and what they won't. And that wee tiny crack, it's like inside, it's not the actual case is cracked, it's the inside where they're joined together. They're hard plastic joining together, they're going to have a tiny bit of a crack beside each other. Can happen, but again, from experience now, I know which ones to basically try and fight my battles and get them fixed, and which ones there's no hope with. There was a good few months ago where I decided to send back all of them, and not all of them got fixed, and it caused a lot of hassle because a lot of people were then going, why did you not ask me and stuff like that first. And it's mainly because of time. So up next we have another Amazing Spider-Man 29. Yeah, this one looks fine. And again, it's that Disney variant. Something different this time. We've got Wilds End #1, the Alvetta Virgin Edition. Is this? Yeah, this is one of those unlockable variants. So basically, the one per store. Again, this was put up on either that Monday or Wednesday night when I was selling the raws, and basically said this looks a 98. Recommend getting it slabbed. Somebody did get it slabbed, and they've got themselves a nice one per store variant, 9.8, and everything looks fine with it. And again, just gonna mark it down on my side. Okay, so back to this Wonder Woman 800. Again, the Zampira variant, Zampira. Not too sure how that is pronounced. But yeah, everything's fine, and again, the top of it is closed. So there's no excuses for CGC saying these bigger, thicker books shouldn't be closed. So that one that does have that issue, it will be sent back within the next day or two. And to be honest, very hard to judge with mechanical errors. I've had mechanical errors now that have been stuck for 6 months, where I've had other ones, they're still there after 6 months, and I've had other ones that have arrived back for being sent after that batch. Very hard to judge with them how long it takes. Up next we have Amazing Spider-Man 29, again Disney variant, and these slabs are really, really nice condition. And again, we got another 98 with that one. So I'm hoping this one's going a bit quicker than the last video. Last video was 30 minutes, and I was like, wow, that's way too long for what I'm planning to do. So again, this one is same comic, same variant, same grade, same result. All nice and new looking. And just marking it down as passed. I have a feeling there is one missing from this box that maybe CGC have sent back themselves. Again, they don't really tell me once they arrive in that London office and they inspect them what they're sending back. They just go ahead and do it, and then once I get my delivery, I then have to check it and cross-reference it. Same comic, Amazing Spider-Man 29, Disney variant, and everything looks perfect with it. So that one can be ticked off as well. And again, let me know what you think. Video quality, I do plan to get this a lot better. At the moment it's 2 iPads, not really the greatest setup. I'll probably get proper cameras eventually. Same, let me know with the mic as well. First time sort of trying out this mic. Let me know what the audio quality's like. I can obviously listen back to it myself, but sometimes when you listen to your own voice, it's actually horrible. So, same Amazing Spider-Man 29, Disney variant, and again, another 98. So, I have even half the stats in front of me. This box then, 95% success rate for it. This one actually 95% success rate for those that were sent for the Slabbed Crusade. Those that were sent as in fucking slab it, 100% success rate. And again, Amazing Spider-Man 29, quite a lot of these, I mean quite a lot. Disney variant, And we have another 9.8. I'm definitely going to sound like a broken record now. Amazing Spider-Man 29, Disney variant. Top of it's nice and sealed. No cracks to report at all on the side. Very nice slab. No smallest little bit of mutant ring, but there's not much we can do about that. They're not going to fix that one. They're just going to let it go. It was back a few months ago when I was sending tons and tons back for Newton rings. I was generally struggling to understand how they operate as a business, because they were paying for shipping and shipping back, and we're just fixing them. And I was basically going, if you literally hired one more person to do quality control, you'd probably save yourself thousands. Up next then we have Wonder Woman 800. Same cover, Daniel Sampera. I am definitely butchering that name, but there we go. And again, this one's sealed at the top. Everything's nice, perfect about the slab, so why did they send me back one that wasn't sealed? Like, did they just expect people to just hopefully go, ah, no, it'll be okay, and don't ask for it to be fixed? It generally feels like that is what they hope happens, and they're just taking a chance. And then we've got one more, which means we've got 2 comics actually missing. No, sorry, 3 missing from this batch that all have been sent back by CGC themselves. Final one up then is Void Rivals number 1. It's cover A again, and 9.8. I don't want to get too cocky and say as per usual, but again, having looked at things, 91% success rate. Why shop anywhere else? Yeah, everything nice, perfect. And that rounds it up for this box. So, thanks for watching, and again, leave any comments. I'm not going to start that whole like, share, and subscribe nonsense. Don't care about that. Just let me know what you think, if you want me to keep going with them.